If there was a word track that you needed to know as a heating and air conditioning technician or a salesperson when dealing with less than ethical companies, what could you use and why does it matter? This is an important question. I'm Scott Sylvan, coming to you live for HVAC Technician Sales Secrets on a perfect day talking about sales and a perfect day talking about you. I want to share with you a word track that you can use, and I want to let you know this is not something that I would use to lead a conversation. This is something that gets buried in the toolbox and comes out very rarely. It's not something you start the conversation with, and that's super important to understand. This is a word track that you would use after you've built rapport, after some stories have been told, after somebody comes out and says, hey, I had a run-in with XYZ company, and I promise you, in your town, there's probably 1, 2, or 3 of these XYZ companies that are not very good. For the most part, there's a lot of good companies out there. There's a lot of people who take care of their clients. There's a lot of people who go back. But occasionally you come across the scumbag, the Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe that really shouldn't be in the industry. This is why you should join HVACTechSecrets.com. I'll give you the goods. Not in the Facebook group, not in the YouTube channel. So you're going to have a client that's going to come to you and say, hey, we've built all this rapport. I had somebody come out last summer or last winter, and this is what they did. They charged me like $2,000 for a capacitor. Or they charged me $2,000 for a gas valve. The line that you could use is, I'm not going to sling mud, but I can give you the facts. I'm not going to sling mud, but I can give you the facts. Now, factually, you got to make sure that those are facts and you're not making anything up. It's like you have to know what's going on. Look, I'm not going to sling mud, but I'll give you the facts. There was a company here in Sacramento. They're no longer around. I still won't use their name. They're no longer around, but they were horrible. They were one of the worst companies we'd ever deal with. Like, their people would lie consistently over and over and over again about issues that systems had. And when I was a tech, I would go behind them and I would look at the system, like, nope, no crack in the heat exchanger, contactor's okay, capacitor's okay, it's charged right. Like, they would have a laundry list of things on their invoice, and I read them like, none of those things are true. So I'm not going to sling mud, but I will give you the facts. I see this a lot with this company, right? And there's a lot of reasons why I work for the company that I do. I would not work for them. Now, you don't go to Crazy Town, right? You don't like, woo, all the way to Crazy Town. It's just, I'm not going to sling mud, but I'll give you the facts. There's 1, 2, and 3 problems with there, but that's why I like working where like, you got to bring it all the way back. You can't just go, I'm not going to sling mud, but I'll give you the facts, and then give the facts. That's like only half the story. You got to like bring it back and go, that's why I work where I work. I don't have to do those things. That's the key. I'm not going to sling mud. I'll give you the facts. Fact 1, fact 2, fact 3. That's why I work where I work. Okay? So you could use this like you're a technician. You're like, hey, Scott, I know how I could use that as a technician. How can I use that as a salesperson? Salesperson, you go out to the home, you go out to the business, and somebody says, hey, we've built a ton of rapport, we've had some conversations, we've traded recipes, we've had some fun. XYZ company came out here. I'm not going to sling mud, but I'll give you the facts. Facts 1, fact 2, fact 3. That's why I work where I work. I don't have to do things like that. Like, in this industry, really, you don't have to make anything up. There's plenty of money to be made. You got one thing to do from here, just one thing. Find the subscribe button or the follow button. Click on it, and every time I send out a video, you'll get an update that says HVAC Technician Sales Secrets sent out another fantastic video. You should check it out, which you should. I'll see you soon.